Come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, and post your city and state where you are catching today's information from. My name is BrandMaster Martina Britt Yelverton, your go-to girl for helping you guys to get your assets in order and go from stuck and struggling to possibly gaining impact and influence inside of your own personal brand so that you attract people who need what it is that you have to offer. So if you are an emerging speaker who's tired of chasing speaking opportunities instead of having them come to you, then today is the day for you. As the lead developer of the SpeakerCon Conference 2025's virtual experience, I've seen speakers make the same costly mistake. You're waiting for opportunities instead of creating systems that actually attract them. And again, today I'm revealing the exact funnel strategy that I recommend to every serious emerging speaker who wants consistent inquiries to come to their inbox, to come to their social media DMs, to respond to your emails, your SMS messages that you send out, your social media posts, and more. So today we're actually building a comprehensive tutorial. And for the next 29 opportunities, you guys are going to see funnels, strategies, emails, CRMs, SMS, workflows, repurposed content, Canva graphics, StreamYard, and so much more. So you are actually in the absolute right place to learn more within this tutorial. Okay. So again, if you are the emerging speaker who is watching this thinking, my goodness, I have a website, but I'm still not getting speaking opportunities, then this tutorial is going to change everything for you. Again, I'm your brand master, Martina Britt Yelverton, the lead developer of the SpeakerCon Conference 2025's virtual experience, and I've worked with hundreds of individuals who made the same critical mistake. They've built websites, however, they need funnels. So today we're going to show you exactly how to build the 3 essential Go High Level funnels that will turn your website visitors into speaking opportunity inquiries, okay? So let's start first with why speakers need funnels, not just websites. You're probably wondering, wait a minute, hold, stop. What do you mean my website is not my first step? It's not my first need, okay? Before we dive into the building of these funnels, let me explain that and why most emerging speakers struggle to get consistent inquiries. You do have a website, and that's essentially your digital brochure. People will visit, they'll look around, but they'll leave. And so there's no conversation, there's no guidance, there's no clear path to booking you as a speaker. With your funnel, it's completely different. A funnel is a strategic conversation that guides visitors toward one specific outcome. And that's submitting a speaker inquiry, right? Instead of having multiple pages that you have on your website with the different exit points, you have a focused path that addresses the speaker specific concerns that the event planners are actually looking for, the thought process that they have when they're considering speakers, all right? So here's what I've learned from what I'm doing right now in the development of the SpeakerCon Conference 2025. Event planners don't browse speaker websites like they're shopping, okay? They're looking for a specific solution to a specific problem. They want to know, can this speaker deliver value to my audience? Are they professional? Are they reliable? How do I book them? And your funnel will answer these 3 questions in order, right? It will build trust systematically, and it will make it easy for the event planners to take the next step. That's why speakers with proper funnels get 3 to 5 times more inquiries than speakers with just websites, okay? So let's talk about the first speaker inquiry funnel. And this is where the event planner is actually looking to book you, okay? So let me show you exactly how to build the speaker inquiry funnel within Go High Level. This is your most important funnel because it's actually where the event planners come to learn about your speaking services, and they will submit their inquiry, okay? So let's pull up the actual. Let's pull this over here for you guys off screen so you don't have to see that. And let's talk about the first step of the speaker inquiry funnel. Let me pull that onto the screen so you guys can have a look-see. Da, 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 da. Let's share screen. Let's share the proper screen. Turn on the volume in case there is something that I need to speak on. All right, and so we have that up on the screen. Let me drop myself off to a smaller window here, and let's first discuss the speaker inquiry funnel. All right, so specifically for the speaker inquiry funnel, I want you guys to see that we're creating a landing page with a compelling headline specifically for the event planner. Okay, and they're wanting to know what your topic is, something like book your next event, transformational speaking that delivers results. This immediately tells the visitors what they can accomplish here. So, the first thing you're thinking about on this landing page is you want to make sure to add a compelling header, a headline. Book your next event. What specifically you coach and teach on. All right. The next thing you're going to be adding is your speaker credibility section. This includes your professional headshot. All right. A brief bio that focuses on your expertise and results. And most importantly, your specific speaking topics. Don't just say leadership. You want to say leadership transition strategies for the 50 plus professional who's moving from corporate to entrepreneurship, right? This inquiry form is critical, right? You're only asking for the essential information that you need, but you want to make sure that that headline, that headshot, that topic information is key on and it's really, really specific. So when the event planner lands on your page, they can see quickly a professional headshot. They can see a subheadline with a specific value proposition. They can eventually scroll a little bit further, depending on if you've added that. Your speaker bio, very quick snippet bulleted points, right? 3 to 5 speaking topics that you may have with clear outcomes. And if you happen to have them, a couple of testimonials from other event planners, okay? Again, this is critical. We're only asking for quick information, a name, an email address, organization, the event date, which speaking topic interests them most, because too many fields and you'll lose the inquiry, but too few fields, then you won't have enough information to follow up specifically. So when you're dropping that form onto the page, you've added all of this information here. Now you're asking from them something that you need, their name, email address, organization, the event date, what speaker topic that they need. Again, the form that's going to redirect them to a thank you page. You configured all of this information here. Now you want to make sure that your thank you page, and this is where the magic happens, instead of just saying thank you for your inquiry, you're going to give them a next step. So when you're creating this next area here with regards to your thanking page, you're giving them a next step. You're going to say thank you, but your next step, right? This is going to have some expectations attached to it, right? You'll respond within 24 hours. Um, you want to make sure that you say, in the meantime, if you would like to book a quick discovery call, if you would like to set an appointment to ask more of me, to give me more details, to retrieve more details for what it is you need. This shows professionalism, and you want to make sure that attached to this information, you have an automated email sequence, an email 1, an email 2, 3, and 4. Again, email 1 is going to confirm their inquiry, and it sets the expectation that email 2 will give them some more speaker resources like your one sheet, like your press kit, like maybe a testimony. Email 3 could follow up, and they could, because they haven't scheduled a discovery call, and you want to make sure that they know a little bit something more about you, or that you want to make sure they even saw that you offer a discovery call. This systematic follow-up is what is going to separate you from why you're getting no inquiries, because you're not quite yet looking professional, to now you're going to be viewed as the professional speaker, and you have a follow-up system. Okay. Now, from that one funnel, you want to set up your second funnel. Your second funnel is going to build your speaker email list. This is your resource funnel, right? That actually has additional valuable content continuing to position you as the expert. This creates the pipeline of potential speaking opportunities for people who consume your content, right? So we're talking about a lead magnet specifically valuable to your target audience. Again, this is for emerging speakers targeting corporate audiences. This might be something like your 10 speaking tips for emerging speakers, the event planner's guide to booking professional speakers, something that gives them a bit more valuable content about you. This is your landing page that focuses entirely on the value that they'll receive. So the headline for this area might be free download 10 speaking tips that will transform your presentation. You're describing the specific outcome they'll achieve, not just listing what's included, right? And in this area, you'll have an opt-in form that is minimal, and it'll just be very something simple that has like their let's see, you already received other information. So this one would potentially have just their email address, possibly, and their name. So you're not asking for phone numbers or company information because that's going to create some friction. And we want to make this as easy as possible for people to access your valuable content. Remember, this is the resource funnel. And then, of course, you want to have the thank you page that immediately delivers the resource, sets expectations for your email sequence, your speaking tips, your guide, your download, how they can locate it, how they can find it, and you want to let them know to watch their email, for those resources as potential opportunities for you guys to connect. And again, you still want to have, yes, an email sequence inside of this that has about 4 or 5 different parts to it as well. Email 1 is going to deliver the resource, while email 2 shares a success story or a testimonial. Email 3 is going to provide some additional value, maybe even like the presentation tips or expanding on the presentation tips. Email 4 could invite them again to learn more about your speaking services. And email 5 offers again a discovery call for any of the organizations that could be potentially looking for speakers. This sequence turns content consumers, people who just come and grab your information, into speaking prospects, and it does it systematically because you have all of these sequences that follow up. Okay. And then finally, the event follow-up funnel. So this is where you want to be able to convert the audience members. This is after you speak at an event. And you want to be able to convert the audience members, the people who were there, who consumed the content, right? And you want to stay connected with them. This funnel turns event attendees into ongoing relationships and future opportunities. This particular funnel, we're creating a template that you can customize for each speaking event by duplication, right? This landing page will include event-specific messaging. Thanks for attending whatever the event title was. Download your promised presentation resources. This page offers immediate value related to the presentation that you just gave, okay? So if you spoke about leadership transition, you might want to offer a leadership transition action plan. If you spoke about leadership, you want to offer resources mentioned in today's presentation as your title. The content captured form for this particular funnel is going to include the name of the event, somewhat as a hidden field so that you can track which separate event generates which separate engagement, because this data will help you identify the most valuable speaking opportunities for future bookings. And of course, like I say, this is a quick name, email. You may or may not have the company information, but again, you want to have this hidden field so that you can follow up and track this information. Specifically for this template, you're going to have one email that delivers the promised resources, a second email, again, that shares some additional insights related to your presentation topic. 3, the third email is going to invite them to connect on your most professional platform or follow your IG content. So this one doesn't necessarily have to specify LinkedIn. It can also be the most professional platform that you have available. So don't kick yourself if you haven't set up, a LinkedIn page. You may want to utilize IG if that is where your most professional platform is. right? And then email 4 mentions your speaking services for their organization or for their network, just kind of targeting who and where their interest or where their interest lies. Okay. Now, the key that you don't want to miss is providing ongoing value while staying top of mind for future speaking opportunities. They may not book you the first time, second time, or the 15th time. The goal is to stay top of mind because many speakers get referrals from audience members months after their original presentation. Right? You don't know what's going on, what they may be returning home to. You may not know what could be keeping them from coming back to your page to do XYZ. So you want to make sure that your email sequence continues to keep you top of mind while life is lifing, right? And you want to make sure that you take the opportunity to optimize all of your funnels because you want to make sure that the trust elements will work for your speaking platform. Meaning, the difference between funnels that generate inquiries and funnels that don't comes down to specific trust elements that you may not currently have built into your website. And most of you don't. Okay. I know I didn't when I started. I know I'm rebuilding that particular funnel now, and the difference is night and day. So, professional photography is a non negotiable. Event planners need to see that you look professional and you have confidence when on stage. So, your headshot should convey authority as well as approachability. Your specific speaking topics work better than generic expertise. So instead of saying, I speak about success, you can say, I speak about career transition strategies for the 50 plus professional, right? Specificity builds credibility. When you are more specific and you're speaking in a language they understand, it's going to build credibility better than and quicker than you using large words that don't matter to the event planner when they're trying to quickly book professional, qualified people in advance for their next event, and they need as much data as possibly available on the speakers, and they need it quick. If you have other testimonials from other event planners, that's going to carry more weight than a testimonial from an audience member. Why? Because event planners want to know you're easy to work with, you're professional, you deliver results, and you are available for their events. So examples like statement of ease of the work relations. Event planners love to be able to see from other event planners what that is. So if you're speaking at an event and you don't know who the event planner is, you want to ensure that you know who the event planner is and you follow up with them to get a testimonial because the next event planner is going to trust the word of a previous event planner over anyone else. Okay. So if you have a clear fee structure or an investment language, that's going to help qualify your prospects. You don't need to list the exact prices, but phrases like professional speaking investments vary based on the event requirements, signal that you have and that you are operating in a professional speaker manner, not giving any reference to someone who would speak for free. So you need to have in your speaking language the availability for you to speak for different tiers. Speak as a volunteer, but you are allowed to sell from the stage. Speak as a volunteer, but you have a book package that must be purchased, or speak for X amount of minutes for a set rate. However, you can barter that by being able to have a table there to display. So you do need to have earning potential built into every facet of your speaking career. Okay. And then you also want to make sure that you have mobile optimization. You want to make sure you are testing your funnels on mobile devices. And this is critical because many event planners are going to view your funnel on their phones or their tablets, not necessarily on a desktop, a PC, or something like that. And ensure that you're testing both the No, I just said they may not view it on a PC, but you still need to know what it looks like so that you are equipped and available to maybe pivot an area that may not show up well on the mobile option. You may be able to say, well, sure, no problem. If you hop on your PC, you'll see this is a PC specific amount of data because it is so data rich. It would carry on too long on a mobile device, right? You want to make sure that you don't have heavy data rich items even available on the mobile because it could slow down the response time, right? The response time builds trust. So when you're able to have that mobile device flowing quickly, then they know that you're professional. And I know that sounds crazy, but if your site is bogged down, they're not even going to be able to see your professionalism because they can't get through all of the content. Okay. Now, response time on the other side is knowing that if you let them know that you respond to the inquiries within 24 to 48 hours, that shows additional professionalism and it sets clear expectations. So, finally, I want to wrap a part of this up and talk to you guys about the integration with the speaker business and other things that need to be in place and things that are coming later in the tutorials, right? Your integrations and your next steps is ensuring that the funnels work together to create a complete speaker business system. Your research funnels build your email list. Your speaker inquiry funnel converts prospects into clients, whereas your event follow-up funnel, it maintains relationships and generates referrals. So in Go High Level, all of these funnels connect to your CRM automatically. Every contact is tagged based on which funnel they came in. Every inquiry is assigned to your speaker opportunity pipeline, and every follow up is automated, but it still feels personal. The key is making sure that you build one funnel at a time, making sure that it's complete and tested before moving to the next. So, of course, you want to start with your speaker inquiry funnel because that's the one that you're going to see the most immediate results with, and then you want to build the other two. So, again, this checklist, as you see, is quite more extensive than what we are available to cover. Again, on my Watch Me Work Wednesdays, we go through a lot of this step by step. By bringing up the GHL portal, you actually go through and you watch me work. That's why it's called Watch Me Work Wednesday, to watch me work specifically on funnels to set this up. And you'll be watching the transformation of the speaker page for your BrandMaster, as well as the creation of other interested speakers and how we will be building their funnels as well. So, you guys have heard me mention that I am the lead developer for the 2025 SpeakerCon conference, the virtual experience. And you might be wondering what exactly that means for you as the 50 plus professional building a speaker business. Well, here's my journey. I started as a 3-time speaker for the Dr. Cheryl Wood book collaborations and virtual speaking events, and I became a featured speaker at the 2021 SpeakerCon conference. I was also featured at the Voices of Change 2024 and at the Women Who Prosper Summit in 2024. And now I'm the lead developer for the 2025 SpeakerCon conference virtual experience. That progression from participant to featured speaker and co-author to now being the technology leader happened because I had the right business system in place, which is exactly why I'm teaching you all of this on a Teach You Tuesday, and you're actually watching me develop the materials on a Watch Me Work Wednesday, and I'm sharing with you all of the frameworks on a Framework Friday, right? This is why I'm teaching the series. SpeakerCon is not just some fly-by-night operation. It is this November's groundbreaking virtual conference for serious speakers, and every attendee needs the same business system that supported my journey from emerging speaker to industry leader. Okay. And you can actually register as my special guest using this link. Let's see if I can go ahead and get that link populated across the bottom of the screen for you guys so that you will be able to link to it and go ahead and register. There we go. I have that going across the screen now. You are available to use this link, speakercon2025.martinabrityelverton.com, And if you're serious about having these systems built professionally, on that page, you'll see that I'm accepting applications from conference registrants. So if you want to be put on the list, complete the form. This will register you in my system, and I will be able to reach out to you to inquire more about your emerging speaker journey, right? To help you possibly create your starter speaker business system. I am offering the first three for free. And then beyond that, we're doing 25 and 50% discounts, okay? So that you can get the same infrastructure that supported my progression from participant to featured speaker to conference developer, okay? So you'll check out the special application link on that page, and then it will pivot you over to the SpeakerCon conference page so that you could see more. Now, eventually, later in the month of September, I believe, it could potentially be as early as October, I will have VIP options for you guys to be able to get access at a discount. I'm believing I'm going to have about 3 to 5 tickets where you will be able to attend the VIP SpeakerCon conference. Just check back with me. As soon as I have more information, I'll provide that to you. Okay. But again, back to our regularly scheduled stream. When you are ready, you'll be able to download the speaker workflow templates checklist that I have here on the screen. You will be able to get access to that inside of the founding members community, and that's at community.martinabrityelverton.com. Let me make sure I get that on the screen for you guys so that you can get access to this checklist, because this will have the step-by-step instructions for building each workflow, each email, each CRM tag, and so many other optimization guidelines. These workflows will build on the funnels, the website, the CRM, and everything that we cover for the entire month. So make sure you implement each step as it's given, right? Because next I'm going to be showing you the GHO websites and the email templates that work perfectly with the workflows, okay? So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell below, and if you're ready for a done with you implementation of your complete automated speaker business system, then reach out to the BrandYOU agency, okay? So for now, I want you guys to download the funnel template checklist inside of the community at community.martinabrittyelverton.com. If you already know you're interested in joining us for SpeakerCon, you can go to speakercon2025.martinabrittyelverton.com. And if you don't yet have your GHL system, you can go to ghl.martinabrittyelverton.com. You can type that into your browser to get started, because like I said, next I'm going to be showing you how to set up the professional speaker websites as well as the additional funnels, okay? So make sure you subscribe to this channel and the emerging speaker playlist. Select the notification bell so that you do not miss the notifications, and when and if you are ready for the done with you implementation process, then complete your speaker business system application so that I can get in contact with you for more. So I hope that you have been able to see how important it is to follow some, if not all, of the information that I have shared with you on today with regards to GHL funnels for the emerging speaker, right? And I hope you'll join us on tomorrow for Watch Me Work Wednesday, because tomorrow we are actually going to be going in depth, going through and through the actual process on a Watch Me Work Wednesday for the website build, right? You're going to see me produce the funnel, right, in a pre-recording, and then we will show how you will be able to utilize GHL when you want to progress to the next step from your funnel into your website. I hope you found this information really valuable, and I hope you'll actually take the opportunity to press pause for a couple of minutes and listen to this outro information that talks about the agency and why we're here and what we're here to serve you for.
Hey y'all, hey, BrandMaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, speaking directly to my 50 plus professionals with an incredible area of expertise, yet you're still struggling to attract premium clients who actually value your experience. Guess what? You're in the right place, because here at the age of 53, I've made a strategic decision to focus my 2 decades of value exclusively on helping experienced professionals like us transform our expertise into personal, profitable brands. Here's what's different about this approach. I don't treat you like a beginner. We leverage together your decades of experience as competitive advantages, not obstacles. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, I provide content on YouTube specifically designed for 50 plus professionals transitioning into no gatekeeping entrepreneurship. You'll get behind the scenes access to my methodology, real client case studies, and practical strategies that you can implement right now. But here's where it gets even gooder, as I say. You're not just watching from the sidelines. I'm building a foundational community exclusively for the stuck and struggling. And as a founding active member, you'll get direct access to me, my framework, and we build your profitable brand together. Plus, through our strategic partnerships, founding members get access to daily support meetings at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. This gives you consistent professional guidance, a proven 4-hour workday strategy expert, and network opportunities right within our community. If you need more personalized guidance, I regularly bring founding members live into Zoom or StreamYard as guests for real-time Q&A, strategy sessions, and collaborative problem solving. It's like having a personal brand strategist at the ready. But for my serious 50 plus professionals who are ready for an intensive transformation, our VIP days will provide complete brand development and delivery in a single intensive session. Your expertise deserves premium positioning. Your experience is your competitive advantage. So yes, join the founding community, engage in our live sessions, and let's build the profitable personal brand that you deserve. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in our founding community. Yes, and yes.